guys, this is Jen from Head to Toe, and today I have another Halloween tutorial for you. This look is sort of like a toy soldier slash doll slash mannequin kind of look, and it's really focusing on having really big dolly eyes, pop little red cheeks, and little lines down here that are sort of like a mannequin mouth. Or like a nutcracker, you know, like going with the holiday theme. Don't mind the crazy wig, I won't have that on until the end of the tutorial, so the whole tutorial won't look too psycho. But yep, I hope you enjoy this look because I had a lot of fun doing it. So to start off, I've already put a layer of Studio Sculpt foundation all over my face. For this look, you want kind of a little bit heavier coverage foundation. And then the next step I'm going to do is I'm taking this MAC Face and Body Foundation in N1. It's a little bit lighter than the NC30 foundation in Studio Sculpt that I put on beforehand. So I'm going to use this to contour a little bit. I'm taking this stippling brush, this is just a MAC limited edition brush, and I put a little bit of foundation on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use that on the tops of my cheeks. If you have clean fingers, you can pat in the color a little bit. I'm also going to add that a little bit to the very top of my head and down here on my chin. What this is going to do is it's just going to give a base for a little bit more dimension on your face. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the eyes. I'm putting on Urban Decay Primer Potion all over my lids. If you've seen my other videos, you'll know that I do this before every single look that I do. And this is just going to help your eyeshadow last a lot longer and not smear off so fast. If you have oily eyelids, this is definitely a lifesaver. Now I'm going to start out with a base of a pretty neutral eye. I'm using my Urban Decay Naked palette, which I've used in several other tutorials. And I'm just going to start off picking up a little bit of this color right here, Buck. It's a neutral medium brown color. I'm just using that on kind of a flat shader brush. I'm going to put that on about halfway down on my eye. I'm just going to put that on most of the eye. I'm going to leave a little bit near the front empty because I want to put a little bit of a lighter color there. But I really want to give some dimension into where the hollow of the eye would be. So I'm going to bring this up pretty far. You don't really want the color of your eyes to stand out because it's an eyeshadow, but more because it has dimension. Particularly because most toy soldiers happen to be men. Now I'm going in with this round brush, and I'm taking this lighter color right here, Virgin, and I'm going to put that under my brow bone. I'm going to also blend that color in with the darker color that I applied before. I'm also bringing that color a little bit in to the inner corners of the eyes right here. Now I'm just going back with that original brush that I used, and I'm going to grab a slightly deeper color. Today I'm going to use this color right here, this purpley color, Hustle. You can use any brownish color that's a little bit darker. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put most of the color right here on the outer edge. And I'm going to bring it along the line right between the light color and the dark color. I recommend not using a color that's too sparkly because, again, what we're trying to do is just create depth. I'm going back with a really small brush. This is the Makeup Show 5E05 brush, but it's a teeny little brush. And I'm going to pick up that same dark purple color. I'm going to apply that on my lower lash line, just about halfway in. I'm applying that a little bit lower than I normally would because I'm going to go back later and apply eyeliner a little bit lower as well. For the next step, I'm taking a gel liner. This is the Lioele All-in-One Gel Liner in black. And I'm going to apply that to my upper and lower lash lines. So for the top, I'm actually going to draw a shape that's a little bit higher in the center than I normally would because I'm going for a really round eye shape. I I am actually going to wing it out, not a whole lot, but I just want to bring the shape a little bit wider because we're going for a really big dolly look. As you can see, even though it's extended in the width, it still has a very, very round shape. So for the bottom, I'm going to go along similarly with that line that I have just created on the top. And I'm going to the very edge. At the corner, I'm going down just a little bit and making kind of a wider line than where my actual lash line is. Next, I'm going to take a white eyeliner. I'm using this Revlon matte liner. I'm going to line my waterline on the bottom and the bit of skin that is above the black line that we've just created. What this is going to do is make your eyes look really extra bright and big and round. I'm also going to add some of that color to right here by the inner tear duct. Now for the eyeliner, I'm going to make a really sharp line using a liquid liner. The reason I started with the gel liner was to get the really rich, full, solid black color, and now I'm just going to go back and fine-tune it with the Dollywink pen liner. The next step is to curl your lashes and apply mascara. I'm using this Uemura lash curler and Lioele up and down mascara. Now I've put mascara on my top lashes, and then I'm going to add false lashes. These are the NYX EL105 lashes. They're very, very long and spiky, which is going to give you that round dolly look. I'm not going to cut these. Usually I cut off the extra length, but for this I don't mind having an extra wide looking eye. So I'm going to keep the whole length of the lash. I'm just going to use this Lash Grip waterproof lash adhesive in the dark tone. I'm going to apply this along sort of the top ridge of where I had applied the eyeliner, because I made a really exaggerated round line. Next, I'm going to apply lashes to my lower lash line. These are Pretty and Cute Glamour Lash number 122. For the bottom lashes, I'm snipping off a little bit of the inside corner, so it's just a little bit shorter, and applying that to my lower lash line. Now I'm just going to take my pen liner and finish the line on the inside corner. I'm taking mascara. I'm going to go over both my false lashes and real lashes. So the next step I'm going to do is fill in my brows. Usually toy soldiers have really thick black brows. So what I'm going to do is take my NYX Eyebrow Cake powder, and I'm actually going to take this wax pot first and really flatten down my brows to make them look a little bit, I don't know, less natural. And I'm actually going to take this lighter color and I'm going to just fill it in. See, the line is a little bit thinner than what I actually have, but it's very sharp and pristine. A little bit plastic. So before I go on to the next step, I'm going to put a layer of this Lioele Blooming Shimmer Pearl Base. I'm just going to use this Makeup Show H03, sort of like a flat synthetic bronzing brush. I'm going to take some of that and put that anywhere the light would hit and reflect. So like on the tops of your cheeks. It's going to be like a pretty glowy plastic doll kind of look. Because we're doing a plasticky look, you can feel free to really put a lot on there. You can use any other liquid illuminizer if you want. You're just going to want to look for one that's more glowy and not as sparkly. This particular one has a pink pearly color to it. Now next I'm going to do my cheeks, which of course is probably the most iconic part of this look, other than the dolly eyes. So for the base, what I'm going to use is this red, bright red NYX Cream Blush. This is CB07 in Red Cheeks. Very dark. And I'm going to take this synthetic brush and just find the center of where your circle is going to be, because you're going to want to make sure it's even on both sides. So now I've marked both sides of my cheeks around where I think is going to be about the same. And I'm just adding little by little to make them look more even. Just enlarging the circle as I go along. Alright, now that I have sort of similar circles on my cheeks, what I'm going to do is take a fluffier brush and just blend out the edges a little bit. If you want to have sharp circles on your cheeks, you can keep it sharp. I'm going to make it so that it's blended out, so that it's a little bit cuter and less harsh. And now I'm going to use a powder blush on top of it. This is NYX 24 in red. And again, super bright red. Look how red that is. And I'm just taking a smaller brush and I'm going to dab it in the center and work my way out. Layering the cream blush underneath and the powder on top is going to help this to last a lot longer and not smudge around so badly. Now for the lips, I'm going to use a lip liner. I'm going to use this Joe Lipliner in color 01, or really any other berry colored lip liner will work. It's just going to be a base for some red lipstick, so you're going to want a color that's on the redder tones. And for the top lip, you're just going to fill in the entire top lip. And instead on the bottom lip, what I'm going to do is do a little Cupid lip. So I'm going to cut my lip into third and then fill in just the middle. For the outside of that area, I'm actually going to take a little bit of concealer. I'm just covering in the part that's not going to be colored in. Now I'm taking a bright neutral red. I'm using Heartless lipstick from the MAC Venomous Villains collection. It's just a really bright neutral red. I'm going to apply that. After you fill it in quickly, you can define it using a lip brush. I'm giving my upper lip a little bit of sharper line than I normally would if I were going for like a more natural look. Next I'm going to apply some lipstick onto my bottom lips. And for this, I'm just going to take a line here and here. And just cut it straight across. So then what I'm going to do now is I'm taking the gel liner from before and I'm going to add little lines because this look is going to be sort of like a Nutcracker toy soldier doll. If it's not complicated enough already. I'm going to take this and make a really sharp line just straight down. So now that I have my lines drawn back in, I'm going to take a small brush. I'm going to go in with some of this neutral brown shadow, again the same one we used before, called Buck. I'm just going to shade a little bit on the inside of that line to give it some more depth. Now to set the makeup on your face, I'm going to use MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in medium. I'm using this Makeup Show H01 powder brush, and this does not have a completely matte finish. We want a little bit of that glow to still show through. And we are done, and now it's time to get into costume. So I put on a wig just for fun, just because I thought with the little hat that this costume comes with, it would really stand out a lot. And here's the final look. I guess you could also use this as a mannequin look or something like that. But let me show you the costume. So here's the costume. It's made by Leg Avenue. It comes with this dress and also this little hat. It comes on a headband. This petticoat is separate, but it's really cute and it adds a lot of extra fluff. And I also bought these leg warmers. They have little buttons down the side, and those come separately also. They run really small. These are the size small mediums. And the dress is an extra small. And I really love this little detail on the side. But this is actually probably what I'm really going to be for Halloween, just because it's so over the top and really fun. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. To check out more pictures and more information about everything in the tutorial, you can visit the blog entry at www.frmheadtotoe.com. Follow me on Twitter if you aren't already. That's twitter.com/fromheadtotoe. This is Jen, and I will talk to you later.